sis. How are you?
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Happy Mother's Day. How are what?
Happy Mother's Day. I was trying to get on the computer, but you were like, oh, 3 minutes. And blah, 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 blah. So I was like, just let me click the link on my phone. Jesus.
Now,
So
what's
much pressure.
well, you know me. I am pressure. I do
I
pressure
know.
people. According to my ex. What happened above your nose? What's going on right there?
Okay, it's a funny story.
Please tell me.
You know the
I
story.
don't. Remind me. I may have forgotten.
I got in a fight.
You what?
Got in a fight, but it's okay.
You got into a fight
Yes.
with who?
Well, I can't say who, but I was sneaked, hit, and then I had to settle, do the business. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know,
how's your Mother's Day going?
it was good, quiet. I forgot I even had this. It's because
Yeah.
my glasses cover it.
You know,
But
Mother's Day supposed to be important. Who's the first person to wish you Happy Mother's Day this year?
you were
Who?
you Henry Resilient.
Yeah, she capping. It wasn't me. What's your baby
It
dad?
was
What's
you.
your baby daddy do for Mother's Day for you?
I'll keep that as a secret for now.
Hey.
Don't be doing the because I know you.
What you talk?
I know you,
I would
Daddy.
never do that. I would never
Give
do
me
that.
some of that
Yes, you do. You because I can't hear it,
vagina.
but I see it in your face. I know you, Henry Resilient.
Guys,
I
she
know you.
she thinks she know me. You know, if I had a
I
nickel
know
for every
you.
woman that thought they know me and then they
I
end up
know
hating
you.
me like shortly
Yo,
after.
I know Henry, like, and he says he thinks I don't know him. When I told him about this, I was like, yo, he's gonna be like, what the fuck, and whatever. Then when I be my feelings, he'd be like, shut up, bitch, get it together. No, this time I've been in my feelings, and you actually were like, I feel you, feel
Oh,
you.
I'm not gonna bring up the incident where I said I feel you, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
one time out of I don't know how many years knowing her, where I was like, all right, you could be in your feelings on this.
yeah.
I gave her a feelings pass. I don't
He
give them
did.
out
He
too
gave me a
much.
pass.
I don't give them out too much, but the only way you can get a feelings pass if I'm getting emotional too, and I don't even got emotions. So,
Well, we both got emotional. We were both in our feelings like, together. We're like, but
so what'd you do to celebrate
yeah.
Mother's Day? What'd you do for your mom?
My mom. So I always go to DR in June. So I just bought her stuff for DR. She
Okay.
bought me stuff for DR. I bought stuff for my sister for DR. Um, and that's about it. We went out to eat yesterday. My mom and I alone. Spending mother daughter stuff. Today I've just been quiet at home. I just have so much on my head. Um, right now I've been kind of in like a permanent feeling mood with all your stuff that you've been bringing up. But
All right, well, let's lighten the mood then. Francis, what's your thoughts on Brent's crash out? Like, what was your take? Because you were there.
oh my god, you know that Brent always crashes out. I don't care, right? That whatever Brent says about me or whatever, because I don't care. My issue with Brent is him talking about JDF, right? Talking about Jason and what he's insinuating, right? Um, and him saying that Jason's a criminal when he's not here to defend himself. He was never charged. He, and even, it was crazy because someone told me like, yo, he's talking shit. I usually don't go on other people's streams. Like I don't usually don't go and see them because I'm just like all over the place with Excel and stuff. But someone's like, yo, he's talking shit about Jason about this whole, crime thing. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. And I went on and I was typing in the chat and then I was like, I think they posted the link. So I clicked the link and I I I assumed that they knew how I was, right? Because I've been on your show multiple times, and I'm always cursing Brent out, right? I'm always coming for the jugular with Brent. My issue was that Brent wants to paint this narrative that Jason is a vile human being, right? And Jason's not here to defend himself, but I will. As long as I'm breathing, I will defend Jason. Right? Um, was Jason perfect? No. But was he a criminal? No. Was he charged for a crime? No. The problem with Brent is that he's so mad that Austin's a criminal
Yes.
that, he just wants to make Jason as bad or worse, right? And he was mentioning like, oh, the dare thing. He was in dare and he shouldn't. But let's not forget that Austin was also in dare. That Austin was also a Power Ranger, who did the same like, ads about being a good person. So if you're gonna condemn Jason, you might as well condemn Austin. But to Brent, Austin is like all hail savior. He doesn't make any mistakes. My issue then became when he started talking about you,
Oh.
right? And I consider myself your friend. I consider you my friend. And that's not something that's gonna happen. Like I'm not gonna let that shit go. So he started talking about that you're fucked up because you don't let him on stream and it's your choice in your channel. And I'm like, but it is his choice in his channel. The people have spoken, Brent. Like the people have spoken. He's like, oh no, because you know, Henry should like he was crashing out. And I'm talking about the biggest crash out in history because at some point I don't know what happened. I was like, yo, this is a Star Wars stream. Let's get back to it. And I was like gonna leave. Right? I was gonna leave.
I think I saw
Um,
that part. And
right?
he was like, leave. He was like,
Some
you know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna stay.
because you know why? Because I was gonna leave and I said, I think the guys from the channel and I was like, thank you for having me. Like, guys, check out the channel, check out their con, check out blah blah. And he was like, oh, something something. I was so like into like leaving that I didn't hear exactly what he said, but then he said something about Walter, and that just like snapped. It made me snap because um I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Brent? Like, I talked to Walter. I mean, we're not friends, but like, I DM, he DMs me back. We're cool. You're the only one obsessed with this shit. And he was like yelling, like, if we were like in a cartoon world, like smoke would have been coming out of his ears and all that. And on purpose, because I know I ruined his night. Because he was so happy to be on that channel, talking shit about Jason, talking shit about you. He talks shit about Jenna, and I think they stopped him because they know someone that's very close to Jenna. But my thing is, you know, I did mention, and I know that I did talk about Austin. Like, they were talking about morals because I think Brent brought up moral. Like, morally, you're wrong for not putting him up. And I was like, it's business, and Henry's in a bind. And I was like, if the tables were turned, and people were paying to keep him on, Brent would have no issue.
Oh,
And that was
100%.
my point. And I
100%.
was like, but because people are against you and nobody wants you on the fucking channel, you're butthurt. Talking about that you deserve that he deserves half some of the money. And I was like, Brent, we all click the link willingly.
This is
We
true.
all click the link willingly. You don't put a gun to my head. You don't tell me to come up. You don't force me. Like you don't force him. He clicked the link willingly. This goes for everybody, including Rican Ranger. Um, people click the link willingly.
Yeah.
Now, why should you give them anything if they click the link willingly?
I don't know, man.
It'll be different if like I'd be like, yo, Henry, can you come on stream with me? I'll pay you.
Yeah.
That's different, right? But if I click the motherfucking link willingly and you come on my stream and I come on yours willingly, whatever you make that day, I don't be like, yo, Henry, give me a cut. That's stupid. So that's how the argument started. He was crashing out. He was mad as hell. I was telling him to shut the fuck up. Guys know there is no way in hell that I still have not met the man that will shut me up. Just saying. And Brent is not going to be one of them.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know
So that
where
was that.
like every time he's come up, this is the first time he said, "Hey, I should get some of the super chats." I'm like, dude, you've
It's
been
because he's mad. It's because he's so mad that he's banned, and it's so long. It's up to what, September now.
it's through September 21st, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? If he would just shut the fuck up and stop talking this thing about Jason, because I think that's what set people off. Because Answer got mad at that, and Answer was like, "Fuck you, let me, I donate off." And you know what's crazy, Brent, fam? Because I know you're probably watching. When the whole thing started with the bidding, I was like, I'm a bid to keep him. Remember, I was like, yo, I'm
I
just gonna
think
bid to
someone
keep him.
did. I think you did. You might have,
I
yeah.
wanted to bid to keep him, but then he said that slick dumb shit, and I was just like, fuck that. And now and there will always be fuck Brent for life. And his claim is, oh, that he's being silenced. No, he's not. He could chat.
He could talk in the chat. He could
He
super
doesn't want
chat.
that. He wants the attention. He needs it.
He could email
You have
me.
The
Uh
problem is that you have taken, whatever stardom he had, you've taken it away because he's not on camera, and he wants to say, like, oh, he wants it. He loves the attention that he's not getting, that he's not gonna get, whether he goes on that channel, whether he goes on Rican's channel, whether he goes on any channel, he's not gonna get the attention that he gets here.
it's true.
Because let's be honest,
No.
because I gotta talk my shit. Let's be honest. The Rican channel will never top yours. Other channels don't, like, you can tell. You're talking about something that's not Power Rangers, and you have, I think, 100 people earlier. I don't know if you still do,
I
but
think we're at 81.
whatever. People be chatting with two people, four. Let's get it together. Just being honest. I don't know why people fuck with me. They know I have no filter in this mouth. And it's Mother's Day. I could say what the fuck I want.
He said people be chatting with two people. Hey
Two
man.
people in the like, I know, like somebody flexing that they almost at 10K with four comments, and four comments are them.
I'm
And then there's
sorry.
another video with 16 comments, and I think out of the 16,
It's three people or something. I
14
thought.
are them. Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean? And like, people just need to get a life. There's no comparing. I can't compare myself to you because I'm not you. I can't compare myself to Ray because I'm not Ray. We're all different, right?
Yeah.
We're all gonna attract different crowds or the same crowd, but people are gonna enjoy your channel for you, my channel for me, Ray for Ray's. But people can't be copycatters because the copy will always be behind. Just like everybody wants to copy Jason, and they were always one step behind. Just saying.
Now, KOU says Brent has mastered the art of being more valuable off platform.
For real, facts. And you know what the problem is with Brent? And I think he cannot. I'm not calling him dumb. I'm just saying he cannot process it. He thinks that being the opposing, always being the opposing view is going to be beneficial, right? It's one thing to not agree or to disagree, or you don't, not an echo chamber, but when people are showing you the facts, like in a fucking gold platter, and you still, like, you rather, and your response is, well, JDF has cocaine in his system, to someone proving to you that Austin committed a crime.
Yes.
What did he expect was gonna happen?
Yes.
Just saying about Brent.
Aerostream says Francis is on point. There is no signed agreement for profit for coming up. On another note, did he ever super chat or contribute? He super chatted me like $10 once for
I've
some
never seen it. It was before I came
for
in your channel, I
coffee that
guess.
I bought him when he came to see me.
Oh, so it was a payback.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
but Brent did fly me out, guys. So there's that. I think it cost him, I don't know, maybe two, three
But
hundred.
even that benefited him. He flew you out because he wanted you to talk to Walter.
Yeah. And we
It
talked to
wasn't
Walter.
because of, hey, I'm gonna fly you out so we could be friends. No, he
No,
flew you out so for his benefit.
it was transactional. It was like I had there
So
was
his
like
benefit.
a bit of a contract, if you will.
It's to
Um
his benefit.
so like I had to be with him for at least an hour or something. I have to go through the emails to look at the deal. And I was like, oh yeah, man, sure. It's like an hour before, an hour after. Like I had to be with him for like the end of the con or something.
It
But
still benefited him.
it was mostly to talk to
So
Walter. So after we talked to Walter, thank you, Juicebox, for the $9.99. You didn't put a message, dog. What's going on? Um, then I was like, all right, I'm cool. We satisfied the deal. We spoke to him. He's like, yeah, man, you're free to go. So then, I did whatever I did. I think I ended
It
up
was
just going
still
to the bar.
beneficial. Just like him coming on your channel benefited him. It's a transaction. Now it'll be different, which is something that I said. It'll be different if, let's say, why would, let's say, if what I would think would be a something wrong on your part, that I tell you, hey Henry, I'm not gonna go on your channel anymore because of whatever XYZ, and then you'd be like, you get mad at that. That to me would be like, or you
Oh
just
no,
you we have an argument and you're like, fuck that, abandon me from your channel. Wait, like, if we have a personal argument, not like a Rican Ranger crash out trying saying that he's
no,
gonna beat
man.
you up.
I've
But
disagreed with
like
a lot
that's
of
different.
people on different
And
things, and I never
we
been
disagree
like,
on a lot of
let's
shit.
get you out of the
Which
Discord or get you off the channel or anything like that.
And I feel like people, like, especially Rican and Brent and stuff, they think that you and I always agree, or like, I'd be like, yes, sir, yes, master. No, yes, daddy. No. We argue all the time. We have different views. I said it a few times. Like, one time I was fighting with my son's father, and I was like, I'm not gonna let him take him. And you were like, that's fucked up.
I did
And
say
we
that
got
shit.
into this big ass argument over it. And I was like, but you don't understand. But it didn't deter me from being your friend, right? You told me your opinion. I thought about it. Even with other things, you've helped me out when I've had issues that probably to you are, as someone, since you were mentioning your custody and all the things you go to, that you might not agree with me in my decision, but I also am able to see it from your perspective, right?
Yeah,
You've helped me out one time. And I'm clear. I had an issue with my son's father, and you were like, "Yo, do this and this," and what I did what you said, and shit went, and I was like, "Damn, you were right." Or one time I told you, "Hey, this is happening," and then you were like, "Look up this, and this is what's going on."
yeah. Hey, life
Yeah,
advice from Henry Resilient. I should start
and it
charging.
works. And like, even with Dust and I got one time I crashed out on Dust. Many times I crashed out on Dust in the Discord. I've crashed out on TJ and everybody.
That's some big
But
shit y'all did to April.
yes, but we're still able to be friends. And that's my thing. Like, I didn't go the next day that we argued and be like, yo, everybody, I got a fucking bomb on Henry. Or yo, everybody, um TJ told me this and this, and in private, like, you know what I mean? Or Dust this. No, I would never do that, because people argue. You know how many times Jason and I will argue? I was just looking at I was
You was
emotional.
looking at what?
I was
Cock,
going through
cock,
our
what?
text messages.
Oh, I thought you said cock.
No, I did not say cut nothing. Jesus, don't be starting that rumor. I was looking at our text messages, and it was like I ended up landing at a time that we were like going at it, and he said something that hurt my feelings, and even now I read it and he's not here, and it still hurt my feelings. I was like, this motherfucker. But then I rather him be here and we argue than not, right? But it's like, if a friendship is perfect, is it real? Is it a real friendship, or is
No.
it fake?
Now hold on. So, Juicebox Poppy said best crash outs ever. Seeing Brent cry with Chef's Kiss. Did he really cry?
He looked like he was gonna cry. He really looked. I'm telling you, he got red. Like, I'm telling you, like, it was like, even when he said the whole Walter thing, like when I was leaving, even though I was being petty, it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, look at this sassy bitch. This sassy ass little
I'm
bitch.
just
And that's why I was
dying.
like, now I'm staying. Now I'm fucking staying. Okay. Ruined his whole night. I know his night was ruined because he
Oh
hates me. I don't
man.
know why he hates me, but he fucking hates
Didn't he
me.
like blame Sean for all of it? If Sean would never said
Yes,
this.
he blames Sean that I can't talk about Star Wars. Mind you, you were mute the whole time until the whole Sean
No,
thing.
he
But
wasn't talking about Star Wars. I remember I think they asked like what was his favorite Star Wars person he met. And he was like, "Oh, I like this guy because
Daniel Logan, yeah, something like that.
he stopped working for Zach Taylor McGinnis after he said that thing about JDF." I'm like, "Dude, you just looped it back to Power Rangers."
He's so exactly, and so obsessed over Jason. Like, I if Jason was here, who would he still be this obsessed? Like, I just want to know, like,
Nah,
what would happen if Jason would have still been here?
he would have
Because
met
it's
him.
like he wants to straight bring up this thing and always bring up Jason. I really feel like he hates me because of my I'm associated with Jason. The way he talks about me is a lot different than what he talks about Austin. Like the way he talks about Jenna is different than the way he talks about Sky. It's almost like
He just
anyone
had
that's
like so much
close.
vitriol.
Yes, anyone that's close to Jason, it's like nah. It's like like a deep anger, hatred wants to like just come out of his throat and like. But he was fuming. He looked like he was gonna cry. He
They
did
should be
so.
doing Power Rangers. It should be a
Yes.
part of the advertisement.
Oh my god. Then he must be mad at the new flyers I made because they all have her dressed up as a Power Ranger and all this stuff.
And shout out to
One
Pirate
says,
Bill, who says for the dads who are moms too. Oh,
"Oh,
but
heart."
yeah, he hates Jenna, man. Like he
He
hates.
hates anyone that's close to
He's like,
Jason.
why are you
That's
making
what he
money
is.
off Power? Remove that. Remove that. Legend of White Dragon is not out. You're not in Power
He's
Rangers.
stupid. He's stupid. And I mean, I wonder what he's gonna do. Like, is he still gonna be going to this channel and always talk about Power Rangers or what? Because they don't always talk about Power Rangers.
Guess we'll see, huh?
So what's gonna happen? I wish we had the crash out because it was like the ultimate crash out
Yeah.
ever.
Mm, yep.
At least the Brent crash out. Then it was just a crazy day. Rican crashed out in Rays. Then fucking Brent crashed out there, and I was just like, I was so happy because I haven't been on the stream forever. I was just like, I was
Uh,
like cracking my neck, like, here we go. I love to argue.
holy shit! For October's keep Brent off stream, $20 from Meat Hooks. Oh my god.
Oh my!
Hold on,
And
give me
me
a
Hooks was
second.
pro
I
Brent.
keep track now of who donates and how much.
Me
So
Hooks was pro Brent.
he
And
was.
he done switch. That's how crazy Brent. You see, me Hooks was your side, and you just that this the hatred, the vitriol for JDF that keeps coming out. Now me Hook is like, keep this mother effer off stream,
Oh
please.
gosh.
Like, are you gonna bring something new, Brent, or are you still gonna be like, well, JDF did this about Truly Trang and blah blah? It's like the same shit over and over and over.
Damn, dog. Now
I
here's the
wonder
thing,
if.
right? Brent
Mhm,
could easily super chat to get. He could easily buy. He could easily just shut all y'all down if he truly wanted to.
of course.
And it would be nothing for him. He wouldn't even notice it. But I think it's the principle of it. His pride won't let him super chat or anything like that.
The problem is that he thought he was bigger than what he is. And I think that that's the issue, right? If Brent was so this channel, right? I could come on this channel all I want. I can be a fan favorite or whatever. I will never be bigger than you because this is your fucking channel, right? So
Oh
it's
man.
not like you cannot continue your channel if I don't come up.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
I know that. It doesn't matter how many times I come here, how many people be like, I love Frisk. I know that this channel can continue with or without me, right? But the minute you start thinking that this channel or you or whatever cannot continue without someone, that's when you crash out and lose. Rican started thinking in his head, even though I don't I don't want to act like I understand Rican's head because nobody could, because you never clipped Rican. You might have clipped him like
I never
4 times.
did. I never did.
So I don't understand how he's the fan favorite and blah blah, and I'm helped build the channel.
I never clipped him. I
Motherfucker,
was just like, bro, like, I mean, it was
like
cool. We
you were
came up
on
with a lot of
Discord.
energy. And like maybe
Yeah,
I meant to clip him, but I just never really got around to it. It was like, and like then like it started getting weird with the views on my main channel. I was like, I can't keep putting Power Ranger content on the main channel.
and not even
Couldn't.
that. Even on the Discord, yes, the Discord, everyone. It wasn't like he was the only one, the main character in the Discord. You know what I mean? Like everyone on the Discord talks. Everyone will bring their 2 cents. You know, I used to be more active. Just I think we sometimes it's like waves, right? Sometimes I'm very active, sometimes I'm not. But everyone's active. Shay, Chad, like everyone. Though Discord is not like a main character, right? Yes. Like when you chat is cool, when I chat is cool, but like there's so many people there, so many people that have built that Discord, right? But
Yes.
even then, it's still your Discord. Still your Discord. You know what I mean? Like I can never feel like I'm gonna be more better than Henry because this is Henry's channel. And the problem with Brent is that he thinks like, oh, I'm you know, I make Henry $10 a clip. I'm always gonna be around. But the fucking people have spoken. You're off the fucking channel. And if you continue talking shit in other channels, people will continue to donate to keep you off the motherfucking channel. We're up
Yeah.
to October right now.
We are up to October, and unfortunately, I know there's one person who said Brent's never coming back, and um, he was very serious about that. And he was like, "I'll donate to make sure he never come back." Now, this is not a person who super chats often, but they definitely have the ability to super chat, and they
It's that people
have.
are sick of it. People are fucking sick of the same shit. Like, what is he gonna talk about, Walter? How many years has it been?
Well, you put out misinformation.
Like, how many years? Walter, like, I mean, he'll post something. I'll be like, oh, that's cool. He posted something in Spanish. And I was like, oh, it sounds really good. And he answers. And I think he did post a really good thing. I don't think you shared it, but Walter did. I know people are iffy about Walter. Walter posted like a skit from like the Sinners movie.
I seen this
And
skit.
I
Yeah.
thought it was so clever. And I was
I
like, oh, I
mean,
told him, I was like, this is cool.
I've seen other people post the same skit, but yeah, it
Yeah,
was
but I
cool.
mean, I saw it first with him, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. I haven't seen the movie either, but I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. I actually was like, oh, you should make sure you post it on the main, like make sure you post it
One,
more
you go.
so you could get views. And that's it. Like I don't have any ill will. He doesn't have any ill will. Like the beef was squashed in that sense. You know, he told me what he felt. I told him what I felt. It's squashed. Why is Brent still
There is
mad? Like it's like it wasn't even about you, Brent.
Well, he's
You
mad
were not
for him,
there.
man. He riding.
free.
He's riding for his king.
But his Kang talks to me, so what's the problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like the wild thing about it, right? Um, it would be one thing if like Walter still like fuck that bitch and fuck JDF, and I would understand that, but it's not the case, right? Um, but hey, Brent will be Brent. Brent will
uh,
be Brenton.
that other channel took the live tab off their page.
We can't control that. I mean, is it okay if I say my 2 cents about that?
Oh, say whatever you want.
All right. It's Mother's Day. I mean, I can, I guess. My opinion is this, right? And I'm gonna bring it back to me because I can only talk about me. Do you guys know how many people tell me like, "Oh, you have a drama channel, or you're always in this drama thing, and don't talk to Henry, and don't do this with Henry, and don't do that." And my response is, I fucking want to. Like, I fucking want to. Like, I want to talk shit because I'm not one to not say how I feel and not express myself, right? Your channel is particular. People click the link, we go off, on people. I express my feelings. I've expressed, things that I've experienced backstage, the good and the bad, right? I've expressed the good and the bad. It has always been negative, but they know, and I think it's clear, everyone, including the Rangers, know that I will always defend, fight, yell, scream, whatever the fuck I gotta do to defend Jason, I will. So if you knew that, and you know the situation with Brent, why, if I click the link,
Oh man,
would you let me come up? If you didn't want drama or you didn't like the drama.
it's such cap.
I'm just saying.
It's such
And I'm
cap.
no diss to the channel because I think they're all cool. Well, no diss to the channel. But this it was probably the most entertaining part of their show,
100%, 100%,
right?
100%.
Now, Were there people there that wanted to talk about Star Wars? 100%.
Yeah, I saw at least one
A
person.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, yo, let's wrap it up. Because it's not like I was gonna go and be like, let's take over their channel. That's not the problem. That's not it. But it's you gotta people like to talk about morals a lot.
God. Here we
And
go.
Brent mentioned morals and people want to mention morals. You're very clear, right? Something was brought up there, and I was like, listen, if someone were to be like, yo, Francis, I'm gonna give you $5,000 right now to shake Austin's hand, would you? And I said no, I would not, because there's personal history that I have against this man. Now, I'm not in a bind.
I am
So
in a
I don't
bind.
need to, right? I don't need to be like, yo, give me 5,000, 10,000, 3,000. I'm not in the bind, right? Now, Henry, I asked you the same thing, and you said absolutely I would shake his hand
I would fucking shake Austin St.
for
John hand in a
5,000,
heartbeat. Like, hey,
right?
yeah, 5,000. Yeah, man, you my favorite Power Ranger, cuz like shit, boy.
But I like that's just me, right? And that doesn't mean that you don't have morals. That doesn't mean that you don't have morals because you would. But you don't have, let's say, I have a personal issues with Austin, apart from the stupid shit that he's done in public, right? I wouldn't, let's say, I wouldn't even, let's bring up Zachary Taylor McGinnis. I wouldn't even sit
No,
in
I
the same
wouldn't.
room as him.
I wouldn't shake
I
his
would
hand though.
not stand in the same room with him. Yeah, I would probably have to call the police on me if we're ever in the same room. Like,
Yeah.
I suggest somebody get security or tie me down if you're my friend, figure it out. Because I don't, that will never, like, I will never be cool with this man, right? But would I shake, let's say, Steve Cardina's hand? Yes. Would I shake people that I think are snakes, right?
Yeah.
I guess the cat's out of the bag. I think he's a snake. Um, People that I think are fucked up. Would I? Some people, yeah, I would. I would. You know, some people I have to swallow my opinions and my pride and thingy and swallow things because right now I can't do anything about it, right? Or I can't, or I'm in a position in a bind that if I do say something or act out or whatever, I will hurt something that's important to me. So yes, would I twist my arm? Yes. Certain things, no, because I'm not in a fucking bind. But when I'm in a bind, I will. So I think that they should have never put it private, in my opinion. I think it was a part of their show. I think it was part that they knew was gonna happen. I think they've seen the show here. I think they've been part of the show here. They know the situation with Brent. They know that Brent has people that don't like him. Brent has always an
That's
opinion
a
that
truthful
people
statement.
get riled up as, riled up by. So, before letting us all on, because I think Drew was on, Answer was on, myself, Angel, then if they knew, if I would never private something, I will private and then like you, I would release clips. But what the fuck I say, I fucking stand by it, right? If I do something, I stand by it. If let's say I were to be on stream and Rican will click the link and my fucking dumb ass lets him up, then that shit is gonna be on the internet forever because I stand by what the fuck I do. That's just my 2 cents on that
Nah, I mean, I
situation.
don't have it out of spite. It's 100% spite. I mean, I had someone telling me it was raining and I'm like, dude, I'm getting pissed on it. Like, no, it could be rain. I was like, whatever. So
and and and,
it is what it
and
is.
I am and like when I'm mad, I can hold. I'm a grudge holder, right? Was I didn't have a cousin. Like I literally killed my cousin in my head for 10 years. Like we
Gosh.
didn't talk. She would be in the same room, and to me, it would be like the walls there. Like, and people would be like, "Yo, Francis, you're so fucked up. Why you so like hard? You're cold." And I'll be like, she said something that's fucked up when I wasn't. You know what I mean? Something that I thought was fucked up. So I understand being petty and I understand holding grudges and stuff like that. But I will always stand by what I say, right? If I let something happen, then it's my fault. When I went on Renee and Rican was there and I cursed him out and I crashed out and we were fucking going back and forth, I stand by it. I mean, luckily you reacted to it, but if it was me, I would have always kept it on. I would have always kept anything I say. I will always keep.
Well,
And it goes back to like Rican. Oh, take off the list, motherfucker. That list is gonna live
that list is
forever.
forever. I'm not. I don't take it off anything. Like this stream will get it will get chopped up, but it's more so content for the Resilient Father channels. I'll try to get that monetized. But this
Yeah, and
clip right here would be on this channel.
okay, and like, not I'm talking about that about your thing because you haven't asked me about your situation. My opinion,
With my ex-wife.
whatever.
What
The
situation?
nut. Yeah, the crazy nut.
Oh, I ain't worried about her. Like the
I
only thing
feel
is
like
I have to
as a mom.
re-record it for
Oh,
my personal channel though.
okay. As a mom, right? As a mom, that as I think I saw the story. I was told I was sterile, that I was never gonna be a mom, that I was never have a child. I went through like the grieving process. I went like depressed. I thought I was never gonna have a kid. God gave me a kid. God blessed me with a kid. Amen. Right. As a mother, I would never put my child in a situation that would cause him pain, that would cause him trauma, just to get back at my son's father. No
Um,
matter what he did to me, would do to me, if that, or if one day we part ways and our enemy, well, we'll never be enemies because we have a son, but um I would never. I'm always gonna be a mom first over a woman. That's what I'm trying to say, and I feel like in this situation, thank God that your daughter has you as the parent that will put her first. You know what I mean? Because Ray said something earlier that she was like, it's wild that you're doing this stream on Mother's Day. No, 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 no. Mother's Day is for mothers that are present, mothers that are, and not only mothers, mother like figures, adopted mothers, stepmothers, all mothers that are present in a child's life and
yes.
put that child before themselves. Because I put my child before me. Always. Always.
Yes. I mean, I think what happens is with Mother's Day, a lot of people just want to praise people just for having a baby. But I think being a mom is more than just, oh, I pushed out a baby, I'm a mom, give me love. I mean, that's what my mom wants. But like being a mom does involve you putting your kid first, putting your petty beefs aside, not making me fight for rights or trying to take my rights or trying to impact my ability to protect our daughter while she's with me because you want full custody.
And to me, a child needs a mother and a father.
Agreed.
Life is a lot different than like old times that people would stay married for the kids. Not that doesn't happen as often now as it could, but you can still be present in your child's life and live and co-parent. You know what I mean? And co-parent well. Sorry, I was a little sick. And co-parent well. But if you do things like that, like how that bond is forever broken in your case, right? And um, my mother always told me, told us, the minute you call the police or you accuse someone of anything as serious as you've been accused, that means you're wiping that person out of your life forever.
Oh, 100%, man.
Because how could I be cool with you when I called the cops on you? When I wanted to take freedom from you, when I wanted to take your child from you, that could never happen. That could never happen. And I think that, she should have thought about that before. I
Nah,
mean, thinking, I guess.
she was just thinking, I'm losing my custody case. He won't take her to go see this dumbass therapist that have like some end of like transition me. I was like, I'm not taking her to that shit. Fuck you and fuck that lady.
Fuck that. Fuck
And
that.
there
She's
was
not a mom first. That's all.
it never came up in court. I'm like, no, she's not having some transition meeting. I'm like, is this treatment or something? Because as far as I'm concerned, you did our daughter a disservice. And then
100%.
she was
And
like, well,
it's
go
so
ahead.
sorry. No, you finish
She was
finish.
like, well, it's not treatment, but it's nice to have a goodbye message. I was like, hell no. I don't want you around my daughter anymore. And then what the fuck happened? She was like, well, the mom said it was her day. I was like, yeah, the mom was mistaken. It's not her day. Because she had like planned this meeting on what she thought was her day because she thought she was gonna get 3 weekends in a row. I'm like, you're not getting 3 weekends in a row. So it's my day.
And
And
it's crazy because w- how things go now, women would be so lucky to have a dad like you. There's so many, like that whole deadbeat thing. I was cracking up, because it's the truth. You know how many parents are not around or want to be there with their child? For example, my son's father is present in Axel's life. My sister's, her son's father was not in his life. And basically we raised him, right? And never have did we speak ill of his dad or anything. But now that my nephew's an adult, he's like, fuck my dad. I don't give a fuck about him. He wasn't there. He wasn't present. He can't come now and try to tell me what to do and do anything. And we never put anything in his head, right? Because kids will know. And that's what your daughter will know who the
yeah,
parent that did the fucked up wild shit in the end. Hopefully, right?
we'll
Unless she
see.
gets. But at the end of the day, you know who's present. You know who's there. You know who's gonna be there. I've many times I called you and you're with your daughter. Many times,
Oh,
you're on play dates and you told me about, Chuck E. Cheese. You tell me stuff and and it's like, you know, you bake with your daughter. You
yeah,
do things
we bake
that
cookies.
not every father would do,
Yeah.
right? Especially for a girl dad. You know what I mean? So for her to want to break that is wild to me, and that's why I say that she is not a mother first. She is a woman. She wants to get back at you, and now let me go to the petty side. Fucking Rican and the other. What's the other one's name?
Hold on. I think I got a video of him. Hold on. I guess he
That
he
I
he
always
he he put out something new for you. I think it's just for you.
Breathe. Stay two only. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this together. Everything
I
is
love
better done together. You have a community. We're backing you throughout this. Woo! Breathe.
I guess you wanted some of these.
yes.
Bitch,
These are so
I'm
good.
here.
telling you, I
Watch
didn't
me shine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bitch, I'm here. Watch me shine. Huh, huh,
all that
huh,
sassy bitch.
huh.
I said
Last one.
Oh my god.
and the face is so perfect. You would think that's really like him.
It
It's so
is.
perfect.
It is.
In, hug
But
myself. I go a titty, titty, ass, ass, throw it back. Oh, gather it in. I hug myself. I grab my titty, titty, knee, knee, throw it back. Oh, I go.
since he loves titties.
Oh my god, man.
Gather it in, hug myself. I go a titty, titty, ass, ass, throw it back. Oh,
I've yeah, he's gonna be damn. You can't keep getting away with it.
Oh my god. Yeah, man. Uh-oh. I think you muted yourself.
I did.
Oh no,
No,
no, you're
you
back. You're back. You're back.
following you in real time. Like how you obsessed still? Like get and you know what's crazy? That him and the other one and the other dumb talk and the other one they dumb talk doesn't really address. I don't can't address them, but they want to say things like about your allegation
Oh
and,
yeah.
and acting like a woman, a scorned woman. There's not health has no fury like a woman a scorned woman, right? Acting like they're like because my baby mama wouldn't do that, motherfucker. Maybe that's your baby mama, but there are women who do
Yeah.
and fuck over a man's life. I've had people right tell me things like, why isn't your father on child support? Put him on child support. I don't believe in that. So even if one day something happens, I will never put him on child support because as a woman, I knew that if I have a child, I am having that child for me. The dad is optional, in my opinion, right? The dad, if he wants to be in his life, cool. If he's good, I was blessed that he's a good father to my son. But they're acting like people don't do that. You know how many people I know, women have done that to their child's father.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it happens. I ain't the first one. I won't be the last.
I'm acting like, oh no, like motherfuckers, are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Like it's. I mean, and they know it's not true, right? Because they admitted it.
Yeah,
So they
they
know
admitted it wasn't true, and then it was like, we gonna push that anyway. Like,
why, right? So if they're gonna push that anyway, then you're a fucking crackhead, Regan,
well,
because
here,
you're not on crack, and you're, prove it. You said Henry, fucking prove it.
I
Prove
just
it.
proved it. I proved it so many times, but here's the thing: they have nothing on me.
They have nothing on anyone. Nothing on anyone. Just like this whole thing about these receipts from somebody. Motherfucker, let that girl live. She's not even in the fucking online world. Yeah, I will always defend April. Do I agree with what April said? But like, what did you prove? What did you prove? Now release the fucking receipts that you have on me, on whatever, whoever else you want to expose, and then we talk. Then we talk, I guess.
All right, that's a perfect way to end it out, Francis. Thank you so much for coming up. I
Steak.
appreciate it.
I want to see your air fryer steak.
Oh, I'll post it in the chat. I'll post it in the chat. I'll post it in Discord, guys. It's gonna take me about 15 minutes. I got probably like 20.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Henry, thank you for always being a good friend to me. Always, always, always. I was daddy. I do. I love you, daddy.
All right. Thank you, Francis. All right. Peace. All right. That was Francis, everybody. Do me a favor, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.